Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. Welcome to Mindful Monday. This is something new that I've started. It's a short, really gentle practice that includes, at the end, breath work, meditation, support for you so that you can meditate. Not quite a guided meditation, but support so that you can meditate. It's a really gentle practice. You don't need a yoga mat. You don't need yoga clothes. You can practice the poses on the ground, but if that doesn't work for you and you just want to listen to the pose part and be seated in a chair, you can do that as well. If you are not comfortable on the ground, you might want a towel or a blanket rolled up or folded up to sit on, or if you have one, a yoga block. We're going to get started in child's pose. Coming into your child's pose, like I said, you don't need a mat. So you can do this on the ground, on your carpet, on your floor. You might put a blanket down if you have a wood floor, just so you have a little bit of cushion. Let your knees be wide, arms extend forward, hips sinking back towards your heels. And there's a lot of variation for this particular pose. So you maybe work with your knees together and your arms alongside. Maybe your hips are high. If your head doesn't rest comfortably on the ground, you can put the towel, a block, some kind of a prop under your head. And I really like to start here because you can rest your head on something. And you can start to pay attention to your breath. Feeling the movement of your breath in and out of your body. You might be breathing through your nose, you might be breathing through your mouth. That's something that you can notice. Where does your breath come in and out? And you don't have to force your breath here, but you might find if in paying a little more attention to your breath, you can allow your breath to slow down. So together, let's take a breath in and a breath out. Take a breath in and a breath out. Once more together, breathing in and breathing out. We'll take a few more breaths here, one breath at a time, right? That's the important piece. A few breaths, but still paying attention to this breath. And if it feels nice, you might roll your forehead, turn your head side to side so you can feel your forehead rolling on your mat. That might feel comforting. That's your third eye, the center of your forehead, intuition. And I always tell people, intuition doesn't have to be anything fancy or complicated. It can simply be listening and trusting, right? Listening to your body, listening to your breath, trusting yourself here, your intention to show up here. Coming back to center once more together. Let's take a breath in and a breath out. And from here, walking your hands back, lifting your torso, coming to seated. You might want to sit on a block or a towel, a blanket. You can sit on the floor if it works for you. Cross-legged position is nice here. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Let your left hand come back behind you. So a gentle twist. Notice if you round, feel if you can sit up tall. You can use your right hand on your left knee for support. Your left hand back behind you for support. Using your breath here for support. A really gentle twist. Often our inclination is to push, to make something happen. So you've already made something happen. You're showing up here. Now give yourself some space, some support. Notice your breath. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And once more, a deep breath in and a long breath out. And come on back to center and switch sides. Take your left hand towards your right knee. Bring your right hand back behind you. If you start to collapse in on yourself, your shoulders start to roll forward. Let your chest lift, let the crown of your head reach up. You can soften your shoulders down and these connections, your left hand on your right knee, your right hand back behind you, your breath in your body. Taking your time, that can be the most challenging piece. Giving yourself a little bit of time right here, right now. Watching what is happening, noticing what is happening. You might especially notice if your thinking mind wanders off. Invite yourself to come back. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Come back to center and let your seat be comfortable. You can have your hands resting on your legs. Your spine is long, the crown of your head up. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears on an inhale. And then as you exhale, gently roll your shoulders back and let them soften down. And then you might find you can reposition your hands. Your hands can stay on your legs. If you want to bring your hands into your lap and let your thumbs touch, that's a nice connection. Take a moment, find your seat. Notice if you get stuck in your head, trying to figure out what works best for you. Find your seat, come into your body. And here you can set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes. And we'll simply follow our breath. And together, let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Again, take a big breath in, fill up, and a long breath out. So as you breathe here, notice if you are, again, if you're pushing or forcing, trying to make something happen. Maybe you feel like your breath isn't as long or as deep as you would like. Simply work with your breath the way that it is. Work with your body right now, where it is. And just like a physical practice, this practice of sitting and breathing, we let the practice meet us where we are. Notice if your shoulders have started to creep up around your ears. You can soften them down. Notice if you react to that suggestion. And try to push your shoulders down. As you tune in more to your breath, you create a little more space. And then there's less reaction. There's the opportunity for intentional action. Just like coming into this practice today, this is intentional. At this point in your breathing, you might notice that you can take a big inhale and allow a little pause at the top, almost a little bit of tension, and an exhale with a little pause at the bottom. this point in your breathing, you might notice that you're starting to get a little antsy, you're getting a little fidgety, you're wondering how long we have been here. And all of this is okay. All of this is part of the practice because we are still here. And we're going to take a deep breath in together and a long breath out. A full inhale. And a full exhale. And once more, breathing in. And breathing out. Bringing your hands to your heart, palms together, fingers together, knuckles of your thumbs against your chest, Anjali Mudra. A pause. Once more together, let's breathe in. And breathe out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye. Together we say, Namaste. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me for this practice. I'm calling it Mindful Monday, but you can keep coming back to this practice every day during the week, as many times as you need. It might be something you add in to every day. Just like your asana practice, right? Your flow. So you can feel grounded, practice breathing. We are practicing meditating when we sit like this and breathe like this. And I meditate so that I can be less reactive in my day and in my life, so I can be more in joy, so I can enjoy my life more. I hope you enjoyed this today. Thank you for joining me. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Please take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you again soon.